All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish up Standard 13, shall we? All right, you guys need to open up your textbooks to page 966. 966. You're going to fill out the superpower aims in Europe for the United States and the Soviet Union. Page 966. Open it up now. Now you're going to move on to how was the Cold War fought? Page 983. 983. What differentiated the Cold War from any other 20th century war was that the two sides did not engage in a shooting war. Instead, they pushed their enemies by using the following strategies: foreign aid, espionage, multi-nation alliance, propaganda, brinkmanship, and surrogate wars. So on page 983, you're going to find this information, and in each box, you're going to summarize what each of these 6 strategies mean. If there is not enough room for you right here in each of these boxes, please put it on the back side of the notes or off to the side, wherever you need to fit in what each of these 6 strategies mean and how they were represented in the Cold War. Okay, now you're going to turn to the chart on page 303, where we're going to fill in just the China and Vietnam section on this chart. There is no Korea section. We have eliminated it from Standard 13 because you really just need to focus on China and Vietnam. So here we go. For China, who were the opposing leaders and what was their ideology? So the leaders for China and their ideology, we have North China. The leader is Mao Zedong, and it is communist. Then we have South China, and that's going to be led by Jiang Jieshi, also known as Chiang Kai-shek, and they are going to be nationalist. The second column, was the country divided? If yes, how was it divided and where was it divided? China is divided. North is communist in mainland China. It's on the continent of Asia. And South China, it's nationalist and it's on the island of Taiwan. The third column says, how was America involved in the country? The U.S. involvement was that the U.S. sent the nationalists $1.5 billion to aid them in the war. They helped form a nationalist government in Taiwan. The last column says, what is the condition of the country today? Is the country still divided? Today, China is still communist. All right. Here is a map of China, mainland China. There's the flag of China. There's the island of Taiwan. China, mainland China, the People's Republic of China, was led by Mao Zedong. And Taiwan is going to be led by Jiang Jieshi, also known as Chiang Kai-shek. All right. Vietnam. Who were the opposing leaders and what was their ideology? Leaders of Vietnam. We have North Vietnam, and it's going to be led by Ho Chi Minh. They're going to be communist. South Vietnam is going to be led by Ngo Dien Diem, and they're going to be anti-communist. The second column says, was the country divided? And if yes, how was it divided and where was it divided? Vietnam was divided at the 17th degree north latitude that separates North Vietnam from South Vietnam. The third column says, how was America involved in the country? the U.S. involvement was that the U.S. helped set up an anti-communist political party. The U.S. lost the Vietnam War. And the last column says, what is the condition of the country today? Is the country still divided? Today, Vietnam is no longer divided at the 17th parallel. It is a single country and it remains a communist country today. All right, so here is a map of Vietnam. Today, it is a single country. North Vietnam was led by Ho Chi Minh, and South Vietnam was led by Ngo Dien Diem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with Standard 13. Hopefully, you guys have been working on and or completed the Standard 13 review packet because your test is coming up. So make sure you go through these notes. You spend a lot of time working on that review packet and studying it. And if you have any questions, please email me or come see me. And I look forward to talking to you more about this. And I will see you all on the flip side.